Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. And I got a notification that we're live.
Oh, did anybody else get a notification on their phones that we're live? Yes, I'm waiting for it to start playing. Here's the lag. Okay. Yay, and we got a Wix ad. What ad did you guys get? So for those who aren't aware, we didn't have Friday Q&A last week. If you don't know why we didn't have Friday Q&A, you'll soon find out. We can't say a whole lot, but if you would like to learn more about why we missed Friday Q&A last week, you can go over to my Instagram, which is Starla K, the letter K, more, and look at some of my photos over there for some teasers. But there is something in the works. Other than that, guys, I hope everybody had an awesome week. We've had a crazy week.
Went all over the place.
Yeah, we had a trip last week and our dog ran away, Amy. She's back now. She was gone for 4 days over like 4th of July. And we had search parties out. She escaped from my mom's, who was dog sitting her. And needless to say, we were like in a panic. And the second that we got home, we organized a massive search party. There were like 40 people all out at the same time looking for her. And I had, like when you sleep wrong and you have like a pinch in your neck and you just kind of can't turn your head real well, but it goes away like the next day.
She had the take me to the hospital version of that.
Yeah. So I had that feeling in my neck. And I decided to go out searching for the dog anyway for 12 hours. I couldn't turn my neck at all. So like when I was driving, I would turn my whole body to look side to side. And by the end of the night, when we actually did recover Amy after 12 hours of searching, I was in probably the worst pain that I've been in since labor. And I told my doctor that. I'm like, this is comparable to labor pains. I couldn't turn my head, and the pain was in the back of my skull, which was really concerning. So it was, I would say about midnight, when I was trying to just lay down flat. And no matter what I did, I could not get my body to lay down flat. I tried like packing a pillow around the back of my head, and I squeezed my head with it and tried to like fall backwards because I needed to keep my neck aligned with my spine. But no matter what I did, I moved my head too much and I would just like scream out in pain. So finally Mark's like, okay, we're going to the hospital. And we ended up going to the hospital that night. They put me in a wheelchair and immediately wheeled me back. And I wore a neck brace for a little while and it kind of helped. But ultimately, the doctor ended up giving me 2 shots, one anti-inflammatory and one muscle relaxer. And I feel like if I wouldn't have gone to the hospital when I did, I don't know. That was like the worst pain that I've been in ever. So I did get a prescription for some muscle relaxers and for some anti-inflammatory. But I couldn't really work when I took them. They like this. It doesn't matter how much sleep I got. There was, I think the morning after, or maybe it was 2 days after I got home from the hospital. Bubbers. 2 days after I got home from the hospital, I woke him up at maybe like 9 a.m.
Really?
Yeah, and told him that I was in pain, and because I couldn't get up and down like right away. So he got my pills, and I took my morning dosage, and I ended up falling back asleep and sleeping until almost 2. And it didn't matter what time I took them or how much sleep I got before I took them, I would pass right back out. So about 2 days ago, I stopped taking them just because I've got work to do. Like, I'm okay. Like, don't think that I'm not okay, because I am okay now. It has healed, for the most part. I can't really turn my head very far, especially to this side, but I've decided to stop taking them. Apparently they're habit forming anyway, so I don't want to take them. We like hardly take aspirin in this house.
I don't take anything unless I'm like dying.
So I'm done with those. But if I've been especially quiet for the last few days, that's why. I've been on crazy medication for my neck, and now I'm not on crazy medication anymore. So launch day of what? Oh, we haven't talked about a launch day, but
maybe you mentioned it.
Hey, Nate. So. Hey, Nate. Thoughts on US free shipping? I'm not covering free shipping until I know more about it. Everybody's like emailing me and begging me to do a Q&A on it. I cannot give you guys accurate data unless I've talked to enough people and gathered their experiences.
Test stuff out on our own.
Exactly. I've been doing free shipping for a while, but I need more time to collect enough information to give you guys a good Q&A. So it's not going to be this week, but it will be soon. I do want to give out one more disclaimer that this upcoming Friday, and I know this really sucks, but we will not have a Q&A this upcoming Friday either, but we will have some midweek videos next week, or a midweek video next week sometime. More of a funny thing, but that's coming next week. And our unboxing will also be coming soon. This is something that Nate and I have to edit together. And once again, I've been not well, so we haven't had time to sit down and edit it. But this upcoming Friday, we will not be around because we're going on our very first ever family vacation. We've been married 10 years. Our daughter is 7. She's never been on vacation. We went to Gatlinburg last year, just like me and him, for like a 3-day, just kind of more of a getaway, because Gatlinburg is really close. But we haven't gone on a family vacation ever. So we're going to be doing that with her, going to see the ocean. I won't mention which one or which days.
Nope.
Because I guess that's not safe. But other than that, there will be another video that you guys can look forward to. Something funny, something a little spicy. And that should be posted early next week. So for those who are joining us for the very first time, I should have said this earlier. We hang out for the first 10 minutes of every video and catch everyone up on the news, but it looks like it is almost noon on the dot. Things are coming. French fried taters. Oh, they're all going to go after Nate. Nate was going to be here today, but Nate is sickies. So everybody wish Nate no more sickies in the comments. Everybody comment. Everybody comment. No more sickies. Let's see. You're a boss for still doing this live. I feel good today. I mean, I don't feel great.
She's a lot better than she has been.
Yeah, I don't feel top notch today, but I feel all right today.
I look like death, though.
I can look up and I can look down and I can look this far to this side and I can look this far to this side. So
we're playing with his new guitar.
That's
probably
true.
Both.
Probably both. All right, guys. So today it's noon on the dot. We are going to be talking about a brand new tool that released last week from eRank. Anthony did kind of a quiet launch. He hasn't had a chance to do a Q&A yet because he is away. But he will be back and probably doing a Q&A on his in his eRank group very soon. If you guys want to join that, the link is down below, as well, I believe, as the eRank Instagram, which Nate so lovingly coordinates. So be sure to follow that as well and look at some of Nate's amazing marketing efforts. You can tell that I haven't had my coffee yet. I wonder why. Who didn't bring us coffee this morning? I wonder. We're kidding, Nate.
DoorDash some right now.
That's true. Some of that BJ's coffee. If you guys have a BJ's in your area, they have a cold brew, like BJ's
salted caramel ice cold brew.
Yeah, the BJ's like brew house.
Yeah, get that. It's amazing.
You would never think to order a coffee there, but it's the best coffee in the whole world.
Great. Yep.
All right. So the new tool that eRank released is the Trend Buzz, and Nate and I had our hands like in the pot with this tool quite a bit. There were some design things that needed to be tweaked on. So it's been quite a process to see this whole thing come together, but I think that the final version looks really nice. You can also watch a video by Pam Duthie. She is an eRank employee, but she's also an awesome YouTuber, and she created a really great video overviewing the whole tool. But today what we're going to be doing is giving you guys a little tour. And because Pam said it, probably with Anthony's approval, I want to throw out a quick disclaimer that there is currently no Bath and Body section on the Trend Buzz tool. The reason for this is it was showing some really inappropriate items and keywords that were tagged under Bath and Body. So we'll just leave it at that. Like really inappropriate, make your mom blush type inappropriate. But other than that, let's take a look at this new tool, and then you guys can ask some questions about it. And Nate is in the comments to hopefully hang out and answer questions too. All right, so this is a pro tool. Let me go ahead and share here and enlarge my screen. And when my screen is enlarged, guys, I will not be able to see your comments. So Nate, you are responsible. So when you log into your eRank dashboard, this is obviously what that will look like. You're going to want to go into reports. You also see a little preview of it right here. You can click see more. But we're going to go ahead and go into trending on Etsy. Once again, this is for pro members only. So that pro subscription is only $9.99 a month. And it's probably one of the best investments that I feel that you can make for your Etsy shop. So I highly recommend it. These are the different categories that you can select from. And this is a lot like the original trending on Etsy report. However, now everything is dished out by categories, which is super duper useful. So we can see the overall buzzing on Etsy. But if I were to pop into jewelry, we can see from last month the search terms that were most frequently searched, and you can see the number of searches for those. And Nate pointed out to me yesterday that these are all in order depending on search. So this is absolutely awesome for multiple reasons that we're going to be going over. But first of all, main reason is that you can go back and if you're planning for, we'll say a Christmas launch, which everybody should be thinking about Christmas right now. Christmas products should be ready to release by September, definitely released by October. This is, people are going to be starting Christmas shopping the second that Halloween is over, and sometimes before Halloween. But it's like, I don't even know why they just skip over Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's barely a holiday. It's like right after Halloween, Christmas time is in the swing. So you need to make sure that those products are ready for people to buy. So what you want to do is pop into months like November of 2018 and see what was trending in November when most buyers were shopping for Christmas last year. This is like your crystal ball to see into the future. And you can do this with the old trending on Etsy report, but now you're able to do it per category. So we're seeing a lot of gift terms in here that look like they have performed really well. Stocking stuffers, that's a good keyword. We're seeing lots of, personalized, initial, lots of good ideas here. Now, something really cool that Pam kind of touched on, which is why I highly recommend checking out her video, is that even if you don't sell in any of these categories, or you can't find a keyword that's particularly good for the type of product that you sell, there are other things that you can use these products for. And the example that Pam used is that she creates little needle felted animals, which that would maybe be in what section? Art and collectibles. And she could pop open art and collectibles and not really see anything in here that would help her to create her animals, right? There's not a whole lot in here that's going to help her, even though this is the category that she falls within. However, what she can do is pop into the category pet supplies and see what type of animals, like guinea pigs, are currently being searched for. So she can use pet supplies to kind of bounce ideas to see what animals are popular right now, like ferrets, and create her felted animals based on the things that are popular here. So like I said, be sure to go watch Pam's video. Nate, if you're in the chat, could you maybe throw that into the comments for me? And I'll be sure to edit the video afterwards and put it in the video description for anybody who's watching the replay. But there is just so much that you can do here, guys. You can go and look at all previous months for this last year. You can go back and look at the historical data up to 15 months, I believe Nate said. This is going to be a game changer for holiday time. And if you guys have been holding off on upgrading to pro, and maybe you can't afford it now, I would highly recommend trying to get it at least around August, September, October, trying to make that switch if you have been debating getting it, because this is when you're going to want this data for, getting these holiday keywords in there and prepping for the busy November shopping season. Most of my sales are made in November alone. So this month here, this is the month when I'm doing, well, this is the month when I'm doing the most sales, but October and September, these are like my cleanup times. And then through the summer, this is a great time to touch on things like your banners, your branding, your shop sections, your about section. And obviously, if you're in Handmade Alpha Academy, you have step-by-step instructions on how to do all of that. But for those of you who are not in HAA, you can find tutorials in my channel, and you can check out Pam's channel as well. For things like banners and filling out some of your shop sections. But that's about it, guys. This is the majority of what this tool is for. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen. Give me 1 second here. Stop. And now
there we are.
We can see your comments and answer questions. Let's see.
Sorry, Nate's probably busy looking at all those Area 51 memes I just sent him.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. Ooh, can't wait to use this tool. Check your settings in the video window. Change it to as high as you can. Oh, yeah, if somebody's blurry.
Yeah.
Usually when we screen share, guys, it's usually when we screen share, guys, it is just due to natural lag because, you know, there's a lot going on. So sometimes that's on our end and sometimes it's not preventable. But be sure to log into eRank if you have Pro and play with that tool yourself, because you can spend hours looking through some of that data. Let's see. I know, but Thanksgiving is personally my favorite holiday. Us too. We love Thanksgiving. I always do like a massive dinner every year. Hey.
No, I love stuffing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like Thanksgiving. I like stuffing.
You know what? We are anti-homemade stuffing. Our favorite stuff.
I'm not. I like it a lot. It just can't have celery in it because that is like a satanic ritual. So
yeah, he does not
do that.
He doesn't like celery. Every year we have a big dinner and we invite all of our friends because we don't have like a big family who would be willing to come to our Thanksgiving. So Nate, this is your formal invitation to Thanksgiving dinner. We'll try to not have it on Thanksgiving. That way, you know.
Yeah.
That way, if our family has like Thanksgiving plans. But all right, let's see. 15 months. Yes, that's what I thought. They can make an adult category to keep that stuff separate from bath and body. Yeah, they've kind of looked into it.
We can't get into that.
They've looked into
get into
it.
that, unfortunately.
Pro version is great. I know of another brand that is not as good as eRank. That change double does not offer much. Yes, we won't comment, but yes.
Probably gonna be a short Q&A. Man, you got through that source material quick.
Let's see. Stovetop stuffing. Yes, we only eat stovetop stuffing. I don't like homemade stuffing. I only like wet bread.
Like Thanksgiving mostly because relatives ask why I don't eat meat. It's been 6 years, Grandma. Can't tell your grandma no, man. You might just have to do it.
No, you gotta tell Grandma that it's personal choice. And here's the thing, when it comes to like tough questions, even when it comes to business, your best bet is to say, I know that this is not the conventional way to do things. And I understand how it might look from an outside perspective, but this is a choice that I've made for my life and my body, or for, if you're talking about business, for my life and my financial future. And it's what fulfills me and makes me happy inside. And it's what I'm choosing to do. So, and that usually shuts them up. Even if it's Grandma, that'll just leave Grandma silent. She won't know what to say. Let's see. You making me hungry. Already say what the new tool was. Yes, it is the eRank Trend Buzz, which you can find from your eRank dashboard, or you can go to the Trending on Etsy report in the top navigation of the Reports tab on eRank. We already screen shared it, so if you're just joining us, you might have to watch the replay.
Lol hates celery. Celery is good for you, natural detox. For one, I like raw celery. Cooked celery tastes like the way cat pee smells. So I'm not going to eat that, and I'm not going to ruin detoxes for you either. I'll just leave that there.
He does not eat cooked celery in anything.
I also don't believe in detoxes.
Well, that's because you went to college for this, so.
Let's get some questions on some stuff, yo. It doesn't have to be about this. This can't be a 15-minute Q&A.
That was quick.
Come on, folks. Let's go. Give me some questions.
Do you want me to pull up the screenshot of the trending on, or the Trend Buzz?
I'm sorry, I look like a friggin' zombie right now. I got plenty of sleep. I don't know what my problem is.
I look
dead.
He woke up super duper tired. I couldn't get him up.
Yeah, I'm just dead today.
And I think after we get off of here, yes, please. What, to pull it back up again? Just watch the replay. You'll be able to see it again. It'll be right there.
Come on, there's 120 of y'all. I know you got some Etsy questions.
All right,
go.
so okay, so since nobody's asking any questions, let's go ahead and I'm going to pop open the Trend Buzz real quick. And I'm going to go into the all section, the all categories, and kind of go through the list. So I'm not going to read off a lot of these because, you know, hold on a minute. How can my customer double dip? Go back on my channel. There's a video that explains exactly how to do this called How to Double Dip on Etsy or something like that. How to run a double dip sale on Etsy. It was from 2 years ago. Run back and watch that video. It's one of my most popular videos.
It's still valid.
Yes.
Somebody said cat pee. Yes. Cooked celery tastes like the way that cat pee smells.
Here we go. Now we got questions.
There we go.
Suggestions on how to use Trend for Christmas for wedding niches. That's a little bit hard because people aren't usually shopping for weddings for Christmas. That's not going to be your prime time. Wedding season is going to be your prime time. And wedding season is technically right now. Wedding season is going to be through summer through like October. Yep. But at the same time, there will be December weddings. There will be, you know, winter wonderland themed weddings. So, I mean, really all you can do is kind of look at these trending themes and decide for yourself, what do you feel could be applied to weddings that are trending at that time? Is there a wedding section in here? I don't think so.
Yes.
Oh yeah, weddings is its own section. So pop into the actual wedding section, go back into October, November, December, and look at what was bought around that time. Probably not December. I would do more September, October, November, and you should be able to get some good ideas for weddings.
Any tips for helping to get people to stop by at my booth at farmers markets? A lot of people walk by and say, I already bought soap at a big box store. Am I just at the wrong location?
Maybe that completely depends on the that completely depends on the event,
the type of people, where you're at in the world,
what your booth looks like. If you ask the right questions, we have a video called how to prepare for a craft show. I would maybe watch that. We've got a list of things that you should bring. Maybe it's called
especially if it's like a really jam-packed farmers market or flea market or something like that, because then you have you're fighting for people's attention. People are looking all over the place trying to find stuff. If you don't have something that makes them like, I want that, then it's really hard to draw people.
Let me tell you guys a little story. We did a public speaking event at Bitchcraft Fair last year. We're going to be doing some this year too, but we went to this public speaking event, and at the end of the event, when everyone was tearing down their tables, that was when we were able to do our shopping. So we walked up to this booth that was about to put away their table, but the booth called to me because of their branding. They had beautiful branding, and it was a jam booth, and all of their jars, you should run and grab one. They're in the fridge.
What?
One of our jams from that booth.
No.
They're beautiful. These beautiful jars with copper lids, and they had all of these copper bowls with little wooden spoons that you could, disposable wooden spoons, and you could come up and taste the jams out of the big copper bowls. And we literally only bought jam because their branding was so nice. We were not.
It was legit, and the booth really they had copper everywhere.
We were not in the market for jam though.
Mm-mm.
But that branding and that professional just look is what drew us to buy that jam.
It did, but we both looked at it and we were like, we got to go see what in the world that is.
Be that booth. Be the booth where everybody says, I got to go see what that is. Where
they're check out their shop again and find out what new stuff they've got, because that jam was amazing.
All right, let's see.
Somebody said, okay, so the free shipping thing, we said something about that at the beginning. We're not going to be covering that today. As far as the free shipping with the new algorithm, we have to have time to test that, and we have to have some testimony from some of our students before we can actually make an official announcement on that.
Yeah, we've definitely seen it. Trust me, we have seen it. Yeah, it's everywhere.
We're for sure. You're not the first to ask, I promise.
We've seen it everywhere. We need time, though. We don't just give you guys like, think.
They got it. They know what's up.
We think that it'll work, because like we actually will base this off of what we see what results we see our students getting.
Stop.
Bubbers is up there.
Some of my acoustic foam panels have fallen down, and he likes to smack the sticky bits.
Can you take him down?
Will you quit?
Take him down.
Quit.
He's
Asshole.
trying to pull the
He's just like smacking the sticky bits off the wall.
you know, the what are they called? The command strips that hold like posters to the wall. He keeps sticking his foot to it over and over again.
But he wants to eat it.
Let's
He's
see.
a jerk. Down two below that.
Let's see.
Mickey Paul.
Okay. Don't do farmers markets unless you're making goat milk soaps. Look for fairs and markets that fit your target marketing. Exactly. That's another thing that you need to do is make sure that if you're doing a craft show, that you're looking at it, you know, even asking questions to the organizer, which we've got a video on that. Make sure that you go back. It's called, I think, what to ask at a craft fair, what to bring to a craft fair. I can't remember what it's called. Something about a craft fair.
We for sure covered that.
Yeah, watch that video because there are important questions that you need to ask the event organizer before you even sign up or put a deposit down on your space. Because, I mean, if you don't ask questions, you're not going to be guaranteed a return on your investment. And even if it's free to be there, time is an investment. You could be using that time to do anything else. Let's see. I shop the same way. If packaging is that good, I just have to buy it. Exactly.
Well, that jam caught us off guard because we saw this copper. Like, it was probably one of the best setup booths there. There was definitely some better booths, but it's just all like the hand hammered copper bowls and all that stuff just drove me right over.
Well,
and the smell was just
crazy. How to prepare for a craft show. I'll run up. I know you're backwards. I'll run up and grab.
Yeah, she's gonna run up there and grab that. Let's see. That's what I'm looking for. Thanks for keeping up in the chat there, Nate Bouse. When do you think I should launch my Halloween range? I sell Gothic jewelry, so it's one of my best holidays sale-wise. Is August too early? No, not necessarily. I mean, you definitely want to start advertising. Get it?
I got it.
We'll retouch that question now that she's done here.
Yes, I have it. Don't listen to anything he said while I was gone. He has no idea what he's talking about. All right. So this is their branding, and this was the banner that we saw. And obviously, this does not say jam, right? This is very confusing. But everything was in this theme. They are called prospectjamco.com. Here's their card.
Hopefully they're still in business because we haven't looked at their stuff in a while.
Prospectjamco.com.
But everything has this real flowery with the copper, and it's just really pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
Who said this sucks?
Isn't that pretty? Can you?
What sucks, Paul?
I think Paul just is trying to start trouble. We should just get rid of Paul.
No, who knows? Maybe we'll see.
There it goes. Look how nice that is. I love everything about their branding. I'm waiting on it to like focus. But anyway, Prospect Jamco. Love their branding. They had a phenomenal booth. And obviously we were not in the market for jam at the time, but we got in the mood for jam real quick. Not just by going up and having the opportunity to taste it, which they could smell it, but just by experiencing the overall feel of their branding, of their booth, of their colors. They did a great job. So be sure to check them out.
Anyway, this was what was on. When do you think I should launch my Halloween range? I sell Gothic jewelry, so it's one of my best holiday sales. Why is August too early?
No, I would do earlier if possible.
Yeah.
August. I mean, you could do August, but you want to make sure that you have like optimal time to market. I would recommend.
That's what I was saying. If they're going to be going around August, they at least need to be advertising around then at the very least.
Yeah, definitely. And here, let me see something. If I pop into eRank, go into paper and party supplies, I will go into, let's see, August and see, do we have anything about Halloween? Anybody searching Halloween? That's an inappropriate keyword.
There's still a few that get through the cracks.
Every once in a while.
That one wasn't even like, that's funny.
September. Let's check September for
I'm glad you saw that too.
We laughed together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know that there's some fuddy-duddy.
There it still is right there. Number 57.
Halloween treat bags. So I'm seeing that September is where we're seeing the first searches, but because you're going to want to make sure that you're really getting your natural organic position in a search, I would get it in there as soon as possible. That way you've got like some clicks. You might have some early buys.
Your listings have time to age a little bit, get themselves known. And if you do get a couple of buys, that's just going to push you a little bit further forward when the holiday actually comes around and people start buying. So
yes.
Go.
Let's see.
The
Bubber Show.
Yeah, Paul. Get a life, Paul.
Get a life, Paul.
They might have just been talking about something totally
maybe the jam.
different.
It's the jam. The jam sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks.
This jam sucks.
This is great jam.
All right, we're out of questions. Gotta keep it rolling.
I have to work on my branding. Thanks, guys. Is it too late for fall?
No, fall's in a few months. It's still summer.
No, it's not too late for fall. But if you're going to be selling fall products, I would get them in as soon as possible. Now, one thing that I want to throw out to you guys is that you're going to notice that I released my Halloween collection in September. Don't do that. The reason that I do it is because all the products are going to sell out in September. I don't need time to market them. They're all going to sell out immediately. So that's my big disclaimer. When you look at my Etsy shop, consider that I already have the viral following.
Hi, Anthony.
I already have the people who are shopping, right away. I don't need a whole lot of time for my SEO to really set in, because usually when I launch a new collection, there's no setting into it. My SEO could be doo-doo, but because I direct traffic from Facebook and from my email list, those people buy immediately and then the products sell out. So you guys, unless you have a viral following like I do, what you guys are going to want to do is plan 3 to 4 months in advance for these holidays. Don't wait until the last minute. And for those who are thinking about releasing Halloween collections, you guys need to be on that like right now and make sure
soon,
that because I would say August is probably the latest that you're going to want to launch. Early September, you're really pushing it, but you might be able to, get a little bit in there. But definitely get them launched sometime in August at the latest. Let's see. Hello, Anthony. They loved the Trend Buzz tool, Anthony. They loved it so much that they don't even have any questions. They all just said that they want to check it out. So maybe that's why they're not asking questions.
This will probably be a half-hour Q&A. We're not getting a whole lot of.
I think so.
I think it's going to be a short one. All right, we'll call it. We got 5 more minutes. Get your questions out. This usually gets the fire under y'all's butts. So
lightning round.
Let's go. Let's do it. Hit me with what you got. Show me what you got.
I recorded so many videos yesterday, guys.
Crippled and all.
You guys will find out why later, but I recorded so many videos. I made Nate and Mark, sorry. I call him Anthony. I made Nate and Mark leave twice so I could do my recording. Let's see. All right. Anthony Wolf, help. I can't get on my pro account. Angela, it would be a good idea to email Anthony.
Yeah, don't do that in a public live chat.
Yeah, because
that's not a safe idea.
He probably won't be able to catch up with your comment anyway.
He's on vacation anyway. Leave the man alone.
Angela, email him.
Nate's already got it. He's on it.
Let's see. Doing Christmas in July Sunday for VIPs and Monday, Tuesday for everyone else. Yeah, do Christmas in July sales. That's fun. I had already been playing with the Trend Buzz. Great tool. I'm busy using the tool now. Love it. Questions on planning / processing time / bookings. I make 18th century costumes, and these could take some time depending on the customer's order. Looking for recommendations on scheduling based on Etsy dates. There is none. You need to just give yourself enough time to create the product. And if that means that you have to stretch out your ship by date, and put a processing time of 6 to 8 weeks, then you need to do that. Make sure that if you're planning for getting a lot of orders, if you were to get 20 orders, all in one day for some reason, would you be able to accommodate those with the processing times that you have listed? So there's really no way around it. If you can't ready make your items and they're made to order, you have to put your processing time based on the amount of time that you personally need, usually with even a day or two extra in case of emergency. Because if for some
stuff happens,
I know that
always plan for the freaking unexpected.
Yeah, luckily we shipped all of our outstanding orders. Like all of our
lucky there.
Yeah, we shipped all of our standing orders a couple days before I injured myself, so I had some time. Are the orders that need to ship? I think today is our first day that orders are going out since then because we got so caught up. But if that would have happened, like if I would have injured my neck today when I have orders that need to go out today, they wouldn't go out.
Yeah, there would be no way.
So just make sure that
I got big old fat fingers. I can't gift wrap like she can.
Make sure that you think about emergencies. And when you say, oh, I'm healthy, emergencies aren't going to happen. No, I'm healthy. I am 20.
She never gets sick.
I'm 20.
This was a freak occurrence that happened. This never happens.
I'm 27. I'm 27.
Yeah.
I'm 27, right? Am I 26 or 27?
See, now we know that we're officially getting old.
27.
And people are going to tear me apart for that. So.
I'm 27 and I
under promise,
hurt
over
my
deliver
neck.
For sure.
Exactly.
And if you're going to over promise, you better be damn sure that you can deliver.
Yes. Absolutely.
If you make a promise and you don't deliver, that could put your whole business under. Never make a promise you can't fulfill.
Yeah, exactly. And if you do something that that they like, and then you suddenly stop doing it, even if it's something that you did not promise, for example, putting lollipops in their orders, which I've been doing ever since I opened my shop in 2012, I put a lollipop in the package. I tried to stop doing that once, and I got messages from people asking where their lollipops were.
Yeah, they were pissed that they didn't get their lollipop that they could have gotten at the store for a quarter.
But it's that little incentive that made them so happy, that little personal touch. And I have never been able to stop offering those lollipops in my packages because people ask about them. And it's just a little free thing that I throw in. But when you under promise and over deliver, you have to keep in mind that any way that you over deliver, they are going to expect from that first point that you continue to over deliver on all points afterwards. So make sure that it's something that you can maintain.
Can't remember how old I am half the time either. Yeah, it's especially embarrassing when we go to like get our license renewed or something. People are like, oh, how old are you? You'd be like, I don't know. Any advice on selling original art on Etsy?
Now one of a kind, that would be one of a kind. So my suggestion,
if you're not like printing it.
Yeah, that would ultimately be my suggestion, is to scan your art and go through a print on demand shop and sell your originals at a very high price, but then sell prints of your work like our Handmade Alpha Academy student Amber Marie does with her pet portraits.
Yep.
Because ultimately you'll be able to take a product that you've already painted or made or created and sell it over and over again through a print version that people can enjoy on multiple mediums.
That's the thing. If you get lucky and one of your products goes viral, the prints go viral and thousands of people end up buying your prints, that original just became a whole hell of a lot more valuable.
Not only that, but once that original sells, there is no repeat sales on that. It's done, it's gone, and you have to put time and effort into something else. Print on demand would be my ultimate suggestion. You could get your art on mugs, you could get your art on Amber Marie does coasters and little towels, little tea towels. And there's a million things that you can put your art on, but ultimately that would be my suggestion, so that you can make repeat sales on a product, because that's going to help your SEO as well. Being able to sell the same listing over and over again, generate a bestseller, get recognized by Etsy, get higher placement in the search, which will get you seen by more people, which will lead to more sales of that product. And then it cycles and your shop grows.
Should I offer both at the same time or wait for the originals to sell first, then offer prints?
I would do both at the same time.
Yep.
No, yeah, I would.
And I definitely wouldn't do, if you're going to do one, then the other, definitely don't do the originals first. Do the prints first and then do the originals, because you're creating a value in people wanting to have the originals when everybody else just has a copy or a duplicate.
And here's another thing. When you release your original at a very high price.
Wait, what? Check your front door, guys. There's something waiting for Starla. Did you go buy coffee and drop it off at our front door?
Oh, Taylor's up there yelling.
I bet he did.
Did you DoorDash us coffee? Did Nate DoorDash us coffee live? Anyway, let me finish my sentence before I get lost. If you charge, we'll say several $100s for the original, most people are not going to buy the original. They're going to go into your shop, admire the original, say, I can't afford that, but here are these prints of the same painting for significantly less that I can buy. And they're going to reach for that lower priced item. And then you're going to sell more of the lower priced items.
This little homie ordered us 4 coffees from BJ's.
Nate, did you really order us coffee? Do you guys see him? Do you guys see this? Do you see what an amazing, awesome
Here, that's iced.
employee Nate is? Why'd you order us 4? You got to come over and drink at least one of them, Nate. Thank you. We appreciate
I'll give you
it.
a smooch later.
We'll buy you another guitar.
Oh, that's that good stuff right there.
We've promised him another pretty guitar for all of his kindness.
Man, I need a Nate. Go hang out at most of the coffee shops. You'll find one there.
That's true.
Not our Nate, though. Ours is special.
Yeah, you can't have our Nate.
All right.
Anthony did that, though. Anthony asked me. He's like, where'd you get your help? I was like, oh, his name's Nate. Here, I'll share him with you.
Where are you at? Right here?
Okay, yes.
You already do this one?
Aiming for a raise.
Did you do that one already?
How do I add a lollipop for print on demand? I don't know. You would almost have to print it and send it to yourself and then ship it out. So you kind of have to.
If you're an alpha, head over to the Handmade Alpha Facebook community. Post it in there. Somebody will help you.
He's in the academy. I would post it.
Post it in the campus group then for sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure somebody else is in there.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of alphas that do print on demand. Post in the campus group and ask them how they overachieve for their customers. Good. Yes.
BJ's coffee is so good. This was a wonderful discovery we made at like midnight one night when we were all tired and had stuff to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe,
I sell custom decals on Etsy. I learned 5 to 8 minute rule for live events. If it takes more time to make, send them a card to an online shop. Should customers see same price live opposed to lower in shop? Your context there was a little confusing.
Wait, I sell custom decals on Etsy. I learned a 5 to 8 minute rule for live events. If it takes more time to make, send them card to online shop. Should customers see same price live opposed to lower in shop?
Oh, should the price in person be the same as in their shop?
We cover this in our craft fair video, but to answer your question really quickly, what I recommend doing is making sure that at a live event you have some type of sticker or a sign that says event price, X% off. Give them a little discount at the event, but let them know that when they shop on your website that the prices are going to be different so that they don't have like a sour taste in their mouth. Make sure that they see like what the original price is and then cross it off and then the new price right underneath that. That's what I would recommend. So that way they know that they're getting a really good deal by shopping right at the event. So I love your nails. Thank you.
I think that's all the questions.
Nate!
We love you, Nate. I really, really appreciate that. I look like a dead zombie right now. I'm totally awake and I just look dead. So.
A dead zombie?
Yeah, dead zombie.
That's a double.
Like one that had been deaded again.
That's a double deadative.
A double dead.
All right, guys. We'll go ahead and wrap things up. But because we will not be here this upcoming Friday, I expect that everyone behaves themselves. And while we are away, I'll go ahead and read that. While we are away on our little mini vacation with our daughter, well, it's only a couple days.
5 days.
It's only a couple days. You guys will, for those who are in Handmade Alpha Academy, you guys will be reaching out to Nate for any HAA related questions. Nate, don't post your email in the chat or else everybody will know it. But for HAA students, it is in the pin post and in the contact tab of Handmade Alpha Academy. If you need any help while we're away, if you email me or Mark, You guys probably will not get a response, or you'll get a response of me just telling you to email Nate. So Nate is going to be in charge. We expect that you will all behave for Nate and be kind to Nate and love Nate and show appreciation for Nate.
Yeah, and if it's an emergency, Nate is able to call me and I can take care of any account-related emergencies.
Yeah,
Like that.
You want to take the laptop with us just in case?
No, I can do it all from my phone.
Okay, so if you guys have any like billing account emergencies, just let Nate know, and Nate will contact Mark.
We'll get you.
We'll get you any.
We had one last question. Do you put prices on individual items or put up a price list sign?
I would put your prices on individual items. The reason for that is some people aren't going to see that sign, and then they're going to have to look and look and look.
Price list signs just look really tacky.
And you know, I really, really hate going anywhere, picking up something that I want to buy,
and not knowing how much the thing costs.
And trying to figure it out on my own, figure out how much that item costs.
Especially if the shop owner is busy talking to somebody else, then you got to sit there and like.
Most of the time, I don't sit there. I just leave.
Nope, I'd leave. Yeah, for sure. 100%.
And it's not because I don't want to buy
I have to really want an item to stay and wait for you to finish talking.
Nate can bring me coffee while you're gone to keep him busy.
I really do appreciate that. I'm going to drink both of these in like the next 20 minutes.
Send me your addresses, Nate.
Don't you go order
coffee for everybody. People won't buy if they don't see the price. Exactly, guys.
All right,
guys.
High note.
Have an amazing, super splendiferous weekend, and watch for a video from me early next. Maybe it's not next week. Maybe it's a week after.
Might be the week after.
I think it's a week after.
We're leaving next Wednesday, and we won't be back until the following Monday.
I think the video will be the week after, so I won't have a video next week. It'll be the week after.
Probably not.
All right. Have a great weekend, guys. We love you.
Have a great. Bye-bye.